morning, ladies and gentlemen. We manufacture cleaning machines for mechanical parts and textiles using supercritical CO2 as an eco-friendly solvent. For years, we have been using a lot of water and detergent for cleaning. Now, it's even worse in industry, as organic and chlorinated solvents such as triclo and perclo are still massively used. By using CO2, we avoid any risk for health and environment. Did you know that it was now possible to clean efficiently and at a lower cost with a gas? Olivia, please tell us how it works.
So we are currently using carbon dioxide recovered from industrial activities. And to give CO2 a cleaning power, our machines pressurize and heat it over 74 bars and 31 degrees. At this stage, CO2 is called supercritical and has a good affinity for oils and greases. And the most interesting property of supercritical CO2 is to penetrate small interstices like a gas and to transport dirt like liquids. So let's see how a machine works. Our machines work in a closed circuit in order to use a minimum of CO2. Supercritical CO2 goes through a cleaning chamber which contains dirty parts to be cleaned. After the cleaning chamber, the CO2 and oils are depressurized and separated to be recycled. And during the cycle, moderate conditions of pressure and temperature are operated, so our machines can save 50% of energy. And this is a key point to introduce our development strategy.
Now I started with a fact. In 2008, the chlorinated solvents were prohibited. It was a good occasion for innovation in that matter. In 2012, we got a patent license agreement from the French Center for Atomic Energy. In 2012, we also started 2 partnerships with 2 French technical centers, and in 2014, we signed a commercial agreement with Air Liquide. In the course of 2013 and 2014, we conducted hundreds of trials with 10 industrial companies. In 2015, we launched our first demo machine, and in 2016, then we delivered our first sold machine. Now the market, we aim at 2 main markets in the field of mechanical parts and textiles. Mechanical parts, it's worth $1.5 billion per year, and we want to grab a third of it. In textiles, it's a bit different, and we know that 3,000 machines can be replaced every year. And there we want to take almost 60% of it.
And this is our team. So Dominique is the DFD founder and CEO. Alain and Frankie create the machines and their programming. Sébastien calculates the dimensions and builds the machines. Frédéric is in charge of marketing and business development. And I am a chemist, and I carry out with Stéphane cleaning experiments. And we would like to thank you for your attention.
So now we have the 3 minutes questions of the jury.
Okay, I can start. So Benjamin from Hacks. About your team, you don't talk too much about your background. It seems that you probably have a lot of experience and in research and industry. So if you could elaborate a bit about your team background.
Yes. Myself, I am more a developer and a financial guy. But all the people that were mentioned here are engineers or technicians, and they are complementary. One is engineer in systems, 2 are chemists. Olivia is one of them, and I have a process engineer. So
Yeah,
all
maybe
of
I
them-
should clarify. I'm not. So I understand their roles
Yes.
in the company. I'm
Yes.
talking about like previous experiences.
Yes.
They worked in that industry
Yes.
or
Yes.
something
The-
relevant.
The
That
system engineer is 60 years old and has a lot of experience and background in building machines and programming machines. My chemist, Stéphane Bredeau, is 45 years old and he has a lot of experiences in other countries like Belgium, Germany. And he worked on various topics like polymers, for example. So it's a mix of experienced people and young people.
Maureen Lebeau from Demeter Partners. My question would be more on IP, intellectual property.
Yes.
And could you elaborate on your barrier to entry and what competition is doing, not the one using CO2 too?
As far as I know, we are the first in the world for the development of that kind of machine for these two industries, mechanical industries and textile, dry cleaning of textiles. We granted 4 patents. I had not enough time to mention it in the presentation, but during the course of the development of this machine, our demo machine, we granted 4 patents, and we are about to have another patent right now. So, and we work, our machine, the demo machine works with a patent from a patent license agreement from the CEA. I don't know if it answers your question.
Hi, good morning. I'm Fabrice from the Environmental Technologies Fund. You're going for 2 big markets, industrials and textiles. What are the pluses and the minuses of each? And which one of those you think had the best potential?
The closest potential is, I think, on textiles. Because mechanical industries are pretty much very conservative, and it will take more time, I think, to enter this market at a high level, because people they have to change in their mind. Instead of cleaning with liquids, organic solvents from oil or water, they have to think that they can do the same thing even better with gas, and it means a change in mind. Textiles, we have more immediate advantages in terms of return on investment for textiles, especially medical textiles, special medical textiles. It means the medical devices.
Thank you so much. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you.